Bethesda, what are you doing? What is happening? Mattmade here, bringing the top 5 gaming news stories I found this week. Let's get right into it. Now, first off, we have some info about the PlayStation Classic. We found out that 9 games. We found out that 9 games are going to be the PAL versions of the game. So the PAL versions of games run at 50 Hertz instead of 60 Hertz. So you're gonna get a huge difference in frame rate. Now the 9 games are Battle Arena Toshiden, Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, GTA, Jumping Flash, Oddworld, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Rainbow Six, and to me the biggest sin of them all, Tekken 3. How are you gonna play a fighting game with a 10 frame difference? It doesn't make any sense. 50 Hertz is gonna be massive for anyone who's been playing on a normal PlayStation, like any decent human being. Like Sony, yo, I would've just mailed you my copy of Tekken 3, like, here you go. There's no way you should not have the NTSC version that runs normally. It is impossible for me to believe that these games could not be released in the NTSC format, which is pretty much the standard for everyone today. It's like, hey, run it at 60 if you can. It's impossible for me to believe that. Aside from the games lineup, this is another huge blow to any type of motivation or interest a lot of people have had in the game. It's like, okay, I may not get all the games I want, but I got some of them. And now you're like, well, the some that you may like are going to be running the PAL versions, so they're not going to be anything like you remember. Good luck, have fun, give us our $100. No, just no. Next up, we have the FTC is opening an investigation on loot boxes. Now, the reason they're opening up this investigation is because the FTC chairman, Joseph Simmons, was taking an interest in that because everywhere is doing it. Australia is doing it. Parts of the UK, I believe, are starting to look into it. And for a lot of people, they equate games, video games, and kids playing these video games, which is a fair assumption, but again, it's not going to be everyone. It's, you know, adults play, children play, and you definitely don't want your child to be gambling. And loot boxes are inarguably gambling. If you don't know exactly what you're getting out of a loot box, it's a gamble. It is. You can't refute that. And these gambling mechanics, this gambling system has been implemented and built deeply into games. Now, this could be very important, and it could lead to regulation from the government on the games. And this could be a slippery slope, because on one hand, yeah, you're getting our regulation, we're getting loot boxes out of our games, or at least getting a sticker or a label or something put in place. But on the other hand, it could lead to them regulating and monitoring and doing all sorts of things, both good and bad, to the gaming industry and really just pinning it down. Now, this investigation could go nowhere. They could find something, but allow the ESRB to say, hey, regulate this, or we will for you. That could happen. So right now, looking at it, I'm observing it, but I'm not too worried yet. But what do you think about it? What do you think this could lead to? What are your thoughts on it? How do you feel about loot boxes and how they should be regulated? I'd love to hear your opinions and your thoughts. Now this, Bethesda's just stupid. I'll come out and say it. Fallout 76 Collector's Edition has an entire fiasco going. The Collector's Edition is just pretty much trash. You pay $200. You're supposed to get a power armor helmet. You're supposed to get a canvas bag, and you're getting the game. Now, people have received these, people have gotten these, and they're just like, what is this? What are you doing? This is absolute garbage. It's cheap plastic and a nylon lunch bag, pretty much. No one wants to spend $200 on something that's worth like $30. That's insane. That's bad. But, you know, it's Bethesda, right? So they're just gonna make it all better. They're gonna send things out or give refunds or give you something to really feel like you got something in return for the mistake and the issues. Nah. So what these people did, what Bethesda did in their genius, they sent out a tweet saying, hey, if you had issues with the collector's edition, then we'll give you 500 atoms. Whoever bought it, we'll give you 500 atoms. 500 atoms is like $5. In game, it's like $5. Now, say they gave them, I don't know, 500,000 atoms or something stupid like that. It'll make it slightly better, but still, you can only buy cosmetics with those atoms. So the physical trash you literally have sitting on your table right now, you have to deal with. And now you can only buy decorations, costumes, skins, what have you. It's whatever. It's garbage. The entirety of Fallout 76 has been a complete and utter disaster. It's been wrought with bugs. The game has had crashes. We had that 50 gig update that tried to fix everything and stuff is still broken. And they couldn't even get their collector's edition right. Bethesda, what are you doing? Like literally, boy, what are you doing? Like, come on. For our next story, we're still ragging on Bethesda. I just want you to know that. I'm just straight up ragging on Bethesda. Bethesda has a potential lawsuit on their hands right now. So a random class action lawsuit, random. This is completely just fishing at this point, but it may be fishing with merit. The lawsuit is about Bethesda's PC version of Fallout 76. Now with Fallout 76 on PC, you have to use Bethesda's client and you cannot get it through Steam, GOG, none of that. So this is exclusive to PC. Their client does not have a refund policy. There's no like Steam has their, if you played it for under 2 hours or if you had it for less than this amount of days, you can get your refund. Bethesda's client just does not have that. So if you buy a game like Fallout 76, you don't get nothing. You can go, hey, I don't like this. This is buggy. This is garbage. Give me my money back. And they can be like, no, you're not getting anything. You gave us your money. Bye. Gone somewhere. Now, the law firm that is issuing this lawsuit is known for kind of fishing, trying to get different companies in lawsuits and trying to sue them to get money. And it's pretty predatory. It's a real issue. However, this company, this law firm, is gonna shift it in a bad light and really maybe ruin it for a lot of other people. Or they could actually get it and it could force Bethesda to either pay people money or change their business practices so that you have to get your refund. Either way, I'd be cool with whoever bought anything from Bethesda getting their refund if they didn't enjoy the product they received. Between this and the collector's edition fiasco and the bugs and the broken things, Fallout 76, it's failing. It's floundering. It's a Magikarp in a forest somewhere just dying. It's bad. Now for our last bit of news, because apparently this is the week of everything is bad, GameStop is reporting a huge revenue loss in the third quarter. Now, GameStop has reported a loss of $488 million. Like, $1 million. Their pre-owned sales are down 13.4%. However, all of their hardware, their software, and their accessories are up. Like, everything besides pre-owned sales were up. Now, GameStop's primary revenue generator are their pre-owned games. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows this. That's what they try so hard to make you to buy a pre-owned game. They're like, hey, we have this new game, but have you considered, our pre-owned games? Hey, this is 2 weeks out. Someone's already returned it. You can get it for $5 off or $10 off. And people are like, oh, cool. If it's, pretty brand new, I'm fine with that. And they keep all of that revenue. They don't have to split it with, say, Bethesda or Nintendo or Sony, because it's a brand new game and there's a profit split on that. They keep their $30 or $40, and hey, if hundreds of thousands or millions of people are doing this, you have a crap ton of money. Now, while I don't like GameStop at all, I hate their practices, I hate the way they treat their employees, I just hate everything about them. I don't want them to fail because that means many people are out of work, and a lot of people who work there care about games and like what they're doing. It's just GameStop's shitty business practices. Now, they've corrected their projections for the fourth quarter downward because more hardware sales and more new software sales will probably carry them through that a bit. Because obviously either A, people are keeping all the games they buy and making a collection, or B, and this is more likely, people are buying digitally and they don't have a need for GameStop. They cut the middleman out. They go directly to Microsoft or Nintendo or Sony. Fix that. It's unfortunate and I don't like GameStop, but again, I don't want them to flounder and fail. But those have been the top 5 gaming news stories I found this week. Leave a comment down below telling me what you think about one or all of these stories. Leave a comment down below flaming Bethesda. I'm with you on that. Let's go. And don't forget, if you're a fan of gaming, consider striking that subscribe button and hitting the bell. This is Mattmade, and I'll see you tomorrow.